Hello all, I'm Tania Ganguly and my project is based upon face detection using Python. But before moving to the project, I would first like to give you a brief introduction about what computer vision is. What is computer vision? Before moving towards the definition, the computer vision is one of the most powerful and compelling types of artificial intelligence, that is computer vision, which I have almost surely experienced in any number of ways without even knowing. Without being aware of things, I have already tried to interpret what does computer vision means. Now, this particular word, computer vision, or the subject computer vision, is basically the field of computer science that focuses on replicating parts of the complexity of human vision system and enabling the computers to identify and process objects in images and videos in the same way as that we humans do. Until recently, computer vision only worked in limited capacity. We must be very thankful to the artificial intelligence and innovations in deep learning and neural networks that this particular field has been able to take a great leap in the recent years and has been able to surpass humans in some tasks related to detecting and labeling objects. Now, the computer vision is basically a field that deals with how the computers can be made to visualize images and videos or things. Now, from the perspective of engineering, it's basically we are trying to automate tasks that the human visual system can do. Where is computer vision used? Here are some examples of the application area. Those are visual navigation, augmented reality, panorama stitching, 3D construction, games, 3D object recognition, inspection, human computer interface, automation, and the project which I am doing is face detection. Now, the factors that are driving and business impact is need for automation, cheaper memory and storage, explosion of visual data, omnipresent cameras, and computational and algorithms development. Along with this tremendous amount of visual data, which is like more than 3 billion images are shared online every day, the computing power required to analyze the data, which is now accessible. Now, as the field of computer vision has grown with the new hardware and algorithms, so has the accuracy rate for object identification. In less than a decade, today's systems have reached at most like 90% accuracy from 50%, making them more accurate than humans at quickly reacting to visual inputs. There is a prediction which is made like by 2022, the computer vision and hardware market is expected to reach $48.6 billions, which is a very big achievement. And on the other side, I have been displayed the business impact which it has. You see, computer vision is not at all easy. Why is it not easy? Because basically we need to understand how does the computer vision work. The one of the major open question in both neuroscience and machine learning is how exactly do our brains work and how can we approximate that with our own algorithm. And the reality of this answer is there are very few working and comprehensive theories of brain computation. So, despite the fact that neural nets are supposed to mimic the way the brain works, nobody is quite sure if that's actually true. So, the same paradox holds true for computer vision. Since we are not decided on how the brain and eyes process images, it's difficult to say how well the algorithms used in production approximate our own internal mental process. But on a certain level, computer vision is all about this pattern recognition. So, one way to train a computer how to understand visual data and to feed in images, lots of and thousands of images are to be trained. And then, if we supply or if we give a testing data, then based upon the various software techniques and algorithms, that will allow the computer to hunt down the patterns in all the elements that relate to those labels and produce the proper output. Now, how does the computer vision work? Now, this is a particular example I've taken. Let me go with another example. Like, supposingly, if you have feed a computer a million images of cats, most of us loves cat. Now, it will subject them to all algorithms that let them analyze the color in the photo, the shapes, the distances between the shapes, then where the object borders each other, and so on. There are many identities like different attributes by which you can try to detect that. Now, when it's finished, the computer will be able to experience it fed other unlabeled data to find the ones that are of cat. So basically, see, like our computer is it only knows zeros and ones, the binary forms. It only understands that. But basically, what we are trying here to do is like we are trying to interpret high level languages. But for that, we need to train our computer. So, like here I have given a clear example. The below diagram depicts like how does the human vision work. On the above example, supposingly you have a bowl where you have different fruits, and based upon that, the signal will be passed through the sensing device. It can be camera, it can be webcam, it can be anything. It will sense it and then it will interpret, where interpreting will be taking based upon the algorithms, like whatever training we have supplied to our computer, based upon that it will try to interpret and then it will produce the output. Now here are some popular CV tools. In this particular example, I have used only OpenCV. There are many things like TensorFlow, MATLAB, etc. We can also go through it. But the enlisted parts are the popular CV tools. That's all for this slide, and I hope I have been able to give you a proper introduction about what my project is and what does computer vision mean. Thanks a lot.